In the coastal town of Joppa, where the sea meets the stone streets of ancient Israel, there lived a woman named Tabitha, also called Dorcas. Her name meant gazelle, and like her namesake, she moved with quiet grace through the lives of the poor, the widows, and the forgotten. She was known not for her words, but for her works of love stitched into garments, meals, and mercy. Scripture tells us that Dorcas was full of good works and acts of charity. She did not simply give from her surplus, she gave herself. In a world where widows often had no protector, Dorcas became a shelter. In a community where need was common, she became a constant. She made this cloak for me when winter came. She saw the cold before it reached my bones. When my husband died, she sat with me. She said, "You are not alone." And she stayed. Then sorrow struck. Dorcas became ill and died. The house grew quiet, except for the soft weeping of friends. They washed her body and laid her in an upper room. But grief did not lead them to despair. Hearing that Peter was nearby in Lydda, the disciples sent for him without delay. "Please, come at once. It's Dorcas. We need you." Peter came and he spoke to them both outside and in the house. The widows gathered around, showing him the tunics and garments Dorcas had made, proof that love can be measured in threads and tears. Peter sent them all out. Alone in the room, he knelt and prayed. He first prayed near the foot of the bed and then towards Dorcas' head. He spoke with the authority of heaven and saw a miracle descend upon her. With a firm voice, Peter said, "Tabitha, arise." And she opened her eyes. Seeing Peter, she sat up. He took her by the hand, helped her to her feet, and called the believers and widows back into the room. Joy flooded the house where the sorrow had lingered. The news spread throughout Joppa. Many believed in the Lord. Dorcas returned to the work she loved, and her story became a living testimony that God sees the quiet servants, that love in action is never wasted, and that resurrection power touches ordinary lives. Dorcas teaches us that generosity is a language everyone understands. She reminds us that the church grows not only by mighty miracles, but by faithful hands. And when the darkness of loss falls, the light of Christ still speaks, "Arise."